Hi everybody, and welcome to the Kentucky 4-H Virtual Experience. Today we're going to talk about SET, or Science, Engineering, and Technology. My name is Torey Earle, and I am an Extension Specialist for 4-H Youth Development with the University of Kentucky College of Agriculture, Food and Environment Cooperative Extension Service. The activity we're going to do today is part 1 of 2 focused on the 4-H Aerospace project. You're going to get to build a Stomp rocket launcher, and this design is adapted from the 2014 4-H National Youth Science Day experiment called Rockets to the Rescue. Now in this design you can have a chance to modify a little bit to make it suit your needs or try to make it a little bit better. Keeping that in mind, you may also want to enlist your parents' help in cutting some of the things and assembling some of the things we're going to see as we start putting it together. This activity should probably be done outside, that is the launching part, and you can build it inside with your parents' help, but keep in mind that you do want to launch your rocket outside. The supplies you'll need to gather to start building your Stomp rocket launcher are here on the table, and I'll go through and explain some things about each one of them. In total, you will need a 4-foot piece of Schedule 40 1/2-inch PVC pipe. Now this pipe, you'll need to cut it into 3 12-inch sections, 2 5-inch sections, and 1 2-inch section. In addition to that, you'll need 2 1/2-inch PVC tees. You'll need 2 1/2-inch PVC end caps, and you'll need 1 1/2-inch PVC coupler. In addition to that, you'll need a 2-liter bottle, a tape measure in order to cut the longer piece, or mark and cut the longer piece of PVC pipe, and I recommend having a roll of electrical tape as well. The electrical tape can be used to help seal your launcher together, as we are not going to glue any of the parts, but we're just going to seal them up if you need to. Now in assembling our Stomp rocket launcher, the first step we're going to do is take one of the 12-inch pieces of 1/2-inch PVC, and we're going to insert it into the mouth of our 2-liter bottle. This is going to act as the propulsion system for our rocket. It's what's going to make it go. And to keep that sealed up well, what I recommend is taking your electrical tape, wrapping it around the mouth of the bottle and onto the piece of PVC pipe. So it forms a seal like that, the pipe will not come out. Now I do recommend the electrical tape also because it's easy to remove, because what you're going to do to launch your rocket, it's literally a Stomp rocket. You are going to stomp on this 2-liter bottle. When you do, that will force air out through here and into the rest of our launcher. To complete the rest of our launcher, we're going to take 1 PVC tee, put one of the 5-inch pieces of PVC that you cut into one end of it, put the other 5-inch piece of the PVC that you cut into the other end of that tee, so it looks like this. We don't want air to escape, so we're going to close up the ends with the 2 PVC end caps, like that. Then we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to take our other PVC tee, and we're going to put the 2-inch piece of PVC pipe that you cut into one end of it, and we're going to insert that into the tee with the 2 5-inch pieces on it. Next, we will take one of our 12-inch pieces of PVC and insert it into the other end of that T. Then we'll put our coupler onto the end of that. This is the base of our launcher. Now all we have to do is attach our propulsion system, which we made a while ago with our 2-liter bottle. So all this just slips together. Chances are you will not have to tape any of this because stomping on this will be quick enough that you won't have to worry about air leaking out. But what about this last piece, 12-inch piece of PVC pipe? We're going to insert it into the top of that T, like that. And this way, you can move it back and forth. And this serves as our launch tube for the high-powered paper rockets that we will make in segment 2 of this 4-H Aerospace Kentucky virtual experience. You have now completed the assembly of your Stomp rocket launcher, and we're ready to move to part 2, which will be our next segment on building a high-powered paper rocket. In part 2 of this Kentucky 4-H virtual experience, we're going to put together our high-powered paper rocket, and you will need one thing from your launcher in order to do that. You're actually going to need one of the 12-inch pieces of PVC pipe from your launcher that you just built in order to construct your high-powered paper rocket. That will be in our next segment, so stay tuned for that one. Thank you for joining me today for the Kentucky 4-H virtual experience focused on science, engineering, and technology. For more information about any of the Kentucky 4-H projects or programs, please check out your local University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Office.